Hey guys, what's up? It's Air. Welcome to a brand new video. It's been a month since I filmed a video and long story short, my camera wouldn't film. It just kept cutting me off. So here we are. If you haven't read from the title, we are having a book haul. I'm going to show you guys the things I bought for the month of June. I've been diving into my love for reading and this channel is definitely going to see that. So first up, I'm going to be showing you the books I got yesterday. I bought it yesterday at our secondhand bookstore. The first book here is The #1 Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith. This is actually his first book and the story is located in South Africa. I really want to do those read around the world where each book is located in a different country or location. I have read Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But yeah, I read that for my English class. So yeah, that's all I remember. And it's located somewhere in Africa. I really am not sure. Anyway, more on this book. So in this book, we're following this lady named Precious and she sets up this shop, this #1 Ladies Detective Agency, the only one there. And ever since she opened the shop, she has been hired to track down a missing husband, uncover a con man, and follow a wayward daughter. But other than those mysteries and those cases, there's this one case that she really, truly wants to follow, and it's about this missing boy. Now, the twist to this is that the missing boy might have been snitched by witch doctors. I did not see that coming. So I got this for 20 pesos. I'm sorry if the lighting changed. I'm using natural lighting. I got this for 20 pesos at book sale and there's a pretty big twist. I can't wait to read it. It's a pretty quick read. It's less than 250 pages, which is fantastic. Moving on to the next buy, we have Murder on Amsterdam Avenue by Victoria Thompson. This one is a hardbound and it's so pretty. I don't know about this blue color though. This blue color kind of messes with my eyes. I got this for 143 pesos. Why is it so dark now? Murder in Amsterdam Avenue is actually part of a Gaslight mystery series and this is the 17th book. I didn't know that, but I'm pretty sure that's fine. I'm fine with that. There's a question here in Goodreads. Can this series be read independently or do I need to start with #1? And the person said below that I personally would start with the first book. There are a few references in the past cases as you go along through the series. I don't know what I'm gonna do because it's the 17th and I just found it randomly in their secondhand bookstore. I don't know where I'm gonna find the first book and I think I'm just gonna read it independently. If I like it, then maybe I'll start with the first book. I really don't know what's going on. Next up is this book. I did not expect to find it there and I'm so happy with it. This is a memoir of a teenage amnesiac. I don't know if I read that right. By Gabrielle Zevin. Anyway, I got this for 66 pesos. I first heard of this book from Poland's Banana Books. If you don't know her, then go check her out. Her real name's Christine. She just published 2 books. I can't believe I got this at a really good price, at a really cheap price, and it's a hardbound. But I'm guessing because of this, but I can easily erase it. I really am not picky with some stuff. Anyway, here it is. Oh! You can't see the detail, but I didn't know it was there. Fun fact, my sister likes paperbacks more. I like hardbounds more. They're so pretty on the shelf. So apparently, this girl named Naomi, she fell down and suddenly she woke up with amnesia. And now it's really bright. If you guys don't know by now, I am a type of reader who just sees a title. Yes, I want to read that without knowing a single thing. And I love that about reading. You know why I bought it? Because it's such a pretty cover. Also, that title is so intriguing. So she basically forgets every single thing. I mean, that's what amnesia is. And then everything is just different, I guess. She's trying to remember and then something just weren't like before because she had a boyfriend and then suddenly some guy came up here in the summary. I honestly can't wait to read this. I can't believe I have this in my hands. This is in my Shopee cart for the longest of time and you know how much it is? 200 without the shipping fee. And I got this for 66 pesos. Book sale was just calling me. I knew from my gut the moment I stepped in. I also bought Fruit Basket for my sister, the manga volume 1. I didn't buy it. She was with me. I just included it in my book haul. So the next books in line I bought from our bookstore. Fully booked, not my bookstore. The bookstore at the mall. So these are the books I bought. There are 3. First one we have On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. It's Japanese literature. Look at the cover. It's beautiful. Like, you know those gold foils? And this one's a classic, Virginia Woolf, Miss Dalloway. Mrs. Dalloway. I've been getting into classics. If you guys don't know, you guys should check out my haul of classic books previous video. A month ago video. We don't talk about that. So on Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, it is actually a letter from a son who's around his late 20s, is written to his mother who can't read, and in the letter it tackles about their family history, a history that is rooted in Vietnam. And as we follow along the story talks about the exploration of class, race, masculinity, and the current American moment, the addiction and the violence in it, but it's also undergirded with tenderness and compassion. This book is filled with emotions and power. I'm glad I picked this book up. Next up, we have Before the Coffee Gets Cold. First, I saw it on Book Talk, and when I saw it at the bookstore, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. It was right beside the second book. This is the first book of the duology. I don't know if it's a duology. I was so tempted to get both of them, but my money was not enough. This is a book about time traveling. And the big question here is, what would you do if you could go back in time? I mean, everyone had that question in their head, probably. What I learned so far about this book is that there's this cafe in Tokyo that's been there for multiple years, and they serve coffee that's really good and people love them, but there's a twist. So the twist in this coffee service is that they allow their customers to travel through time. Now, who wouldn't want that? With those services comes with rules, like really specific rules they have to follow. Customers have to sit in particular places, and they can't leave the cafe while at it. And they must return to the present before the coffee gets cold. I don't know about you, but I'm excited, and it looks like a pretty easy, quick read. Who would I want to meet if I go back in time? Honestly, I don't even know. I kind of don't want to go back in time. I just want to stay put and like, just keep moving. But I can't wait to get into this and get to the second book already. I love it. And look at this cover. It is beautiful. The last book I got in the bookstore from Miss Virginia Woolf herself, Mrs. Dalloway. Update on the classic reading. I completely love Wuthering Heights. I'm currently reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. I finished my Edgar Allan Poe ones, and I love them. I really do. And I'm halfway. I'm saving for the really good collector's edition of the classic novels. And so far, I have no money because I keep buying books and I shouldn't. But Philippines, oh gosh, there's like a sale one after another. These bookstores need to calm down. Anyway, this book. So this classic book talks about our main character, Mrs. Dalloway. She's a single woman. So as she prepares for the party and she readies her house, she is met with memories from her previous time. She just starts thinking about her past, of faraway memories, and also she gets caught up with her current situation as well. She starts questioning her life decisions and the choices she has made throughout the years. I've heard of Virginia Woolf as well, and I really want to get into her books, and I can't wait to read it. I mean, a high society hostess getting busy and on hand with all these party preparations. She's sociable, she looks complete, but in her mind, she is just questioning her life decisions, constantly thinking about the past and the choices she's made. I want to know what you're thinking, ma'am. I want to get into your life and just... Once again, I'm excited to get into this. I'm pretty sure I love classics now. There's no question in it. And I want to read more classics. And I want to collect those collectibles. They're so expensive, but they're pretty. Next up, we have some book mail that I bought. And as you can see, I already read this one. This one, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start with this one. This one's heartbreaking and terrible. It's beautiful but terrible, and I'm so scared to finish it. A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. She writes so beautifully, and I know this book is problematic, but I cannot stop thinking about it, and I'm not even done yet. I am 60-something%, said Goodreads. Thank you, Goodreads. She has an upcoming book on 2022, and I'm so hyped. I'm so excited for it. I want to read The People in the Trees. Is that the book title? Hanya. The People in the Trees. I am correct. It is really sad. It follows 4 friends, and they've been friends since college, and now they're in New York chasing their dreams, their ambitions, and like power throughing it. There's more to that. As they get successful throughout the years, we follow them in their like really long years. We can see how addiction and success and fame like just gets right in there and inserts itself badly and affects them, but the only thing holding them together is their friendship. We get to know the stories of these 4 people, but we also get to know the story of Jude. Oh, sweet baby! Jude, stop it! I know the last 200 pages are gonna be like a smack in your face, like you can't stop thinking about it for weeks. I should not be praising this book because this book is utterly terrible. It is bad for you. So I don't recommend this, but if you want to go for it, search up trigger warnings and prepare yourself. If you're not in a good state, please don't read it. There's a lot of triggering stuff in it, and please do your research before you read it. If you ever want to read it, I highly suggest you just don't. But can't stop thinking about this book. I'm not even done yet. Can you imagine if I'm done with it? The next book my love got is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. She is a problematic author, so I bought it secondhand, so it doesn't go directly to her. So yeah, if you're gonna buy books, make sure you check out the authors, if they're problematic, if the story's problematic. Search up trigger warnings as well, so everybody knows it's Cinder. I mean, the book community at least. Everyone knows Cinder. They have new covers which are so beautiful. You have to look at them. Look at them. Just look at them. I remember when this came out, everyone was so hyped about it, and it was so popular. And I really wanted this, but I never got into it. Now, I finally have some self-money from my job, so I bought it. It's the first book in the Lunar Chronicles. There's Scarlet. That's all I could remember. Wow, I'm good at this. It's like a retelling, I think, but she's like a cyborg or like a robot. Search it up in Goodreads. And then next up we got my favorite author ever, the queen of dystopian herself, and I met her in a signing event a couple years ago, except this is not signed because it's a new book. Oh my gosh! What kind of book owner? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is Warcross. There is a second book, Wildcard, I think. And this is hardbound. It is a remaindered copy. So if you don't know what a remaindered copy is of a book, they sell it at a cheaper price because it's like an old stock. There's dents in it, there's dirt on it, there's this, there's that. Honestly, I am not a tough reader. I'm not picky. As long as I can read it and there's no missing pages and it's not ripped apart, then I am okay. I don't know anything about Warcross. I wish I knew a lot about Warcross. But if you ask me who my instant buys are, Marilu. Maybe Hanya as well. Maybe. It's probably something wrong in my brain because I really like A Little Life. I love Legend. I love that trilogy. It has a deep place in my heart. I also really like The Young Elite. Oh, gosh, the way she writes her characters and her world is amazing. There's a different cover of this, and if only I had money, I would have bought it. But I got no money. So it's sci-fi, young adult dystopian. They're in this game, and they're trying to survive. There's a player, there's a hunter, there's a hawker, and there's a pawn. Hawker? There's a hacker, and there's a pawn. If you buy this at the store, this is 275 pesos. But since it is a remaindered copy, an old stock, I got it for 200, which is a steal. This is quite popular on Goodreads too. Also Legend. It's quite amazing how Goodreads, what am I saying? Book Talk, I'm sorry. There's like a lot of old books on Book Talk that just got really hyped. And I'm like, whoa, I'm in shock. If you like the Renegade series, then you're gonna like this. That is all the books I bought for the month of June. This video is so chaotic. I'm gonna try to get all of these because I put them everywhere. Maybe I should put hardbounds below? No, Mrs. Dalloway, you go on the top. Okay. Oh no, it's already falling. Jeez. Also, I can't stop burping. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy. Here we have all the books. Oh. Here we have all the books I bought for June. It's gonna be July. I'm gonna start classes soon and my gap year is ending. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please recommend me something to read. And if you like any of these books, tell me what you think about them down in the comments. Bye-bye! And keep doing what you're doing. I can't believe she forgot to say that. It's been a month. Leave her, give her some rest. I'm really happy I got back into reading. Who would have thought? And also, I'm so happy I got back into videoing again. I hope. I mean, I've got a couple stuff. Honestly, every time I say that, nothing happens. I should just shut up.